Well, that's one less crypt keeper. Guess the villagers can sleep in peace now.
Hell yeah! Can't wait to get paid!
Illiya, you can't just be thinking about money.
Honestly, we should be grateful for any compensation we get.
Rock's right. Those townspeople will definitely feel safer now.
Hey, did that last mook feel kinda tougher than the last one?
It was a lot tougher than the last one. It almost killed us both. My magic shield could barely hold back the force. Did you notice it too, Rock?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been grabbed like that.
You know, there's a saying. Monsters can only live on the fuel of human evil. What's that supposed to mean?
It means the more evil there is in the world, the more monsters there will be.
Do you think that's why the monsters are getting stronger?
Maybe, but I think it's more than that. Apparently, there's a world war going on. And some psycho thought it was a good idea to make it worse.
What do you mean?
Some guy invented a new type of weapon. It can fire projectiles, but it's way more powerful than a crossbow.
They've been distributing it to soldiers across the battlefields. They're calling them guns and cannons.
I've heard stories. Battlefields with corpses torn to pieces like chunks of meat, limbs and organs splattered across grass plains, entire villages leveled to the ground. Real sick stuff.
Do you think that's what's making things worse?
Yeah. I mean, what kind of madman makes a war worse than it already is?
Nothing good ever comes from war. Everyone loses.
It's not our job to get involved with human conflicts. It's too messy. Everyone's guilty of something.
Isn't it usually over stupid stuff anyways? Like, why even go that far for something that doesn't even matter in the long run?
It's not our duty to question why humanity does what it does, Illiya. We're supposed to protect them, regardless of what they choose to fight over.
But then, what's the point? If they keep fighting, doesn't that mean there will be more monsters anyways? Are we actually making a difference?
We are. There are far less monsters than there were before, and to be honest, the world will be better off without them.
But doesn't that mean that the only things left will be people? What if someday we're asked to kill people? And I don't mean just bandits and outlaws. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, Freya. But for now, we should get some rest.
Yeah, that's enough philosophy for one night.
Amen.
Good night, gals.
Good night, Rock.
Good night, Illiya.
Good night, Martha.
Good night, Illiya.
Good night, Freya.
Sleep tight, Illiya.
Did I miss anyone? Oh, yeah. Good night, Illiya.
Illiya, go to sleep! Hey, Rock. Are you still awake? This place, it reminds me of the small village we grew up in. I was so shy back then. Everyone kept making fun of my height. But just like some storybook hero, you came to my aid. You were my very first friend. I've been thinking a lot. I want to return to our home someday. I'd like to have a family. A small farm and a cottage, with the pitter-patter of little children playing? Rock, do you?
Don't worry, Freya, I heard ya.
Illiya, go to sleep!